Hey Virgo, it is October. This is your October reading. If you like this video and it resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, or comment. And if you just watched the video, thanks for watching it. I appreciate it. We've got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck for you. Give me just 1 second. I just laid the cards out. So give me a second to get a vibe here. I mean, we start out with the Five of Cups, so obviously there's some element of disappointment at play. Maybe you were anticipating communication, or maybe you're in a relationship where the communication needs work because it's creating conflict and confusion. And unless there is, more clarity in the communication, I feel like there is just going to be a continued feeling of disappointment and hurt. There's something about the situation that you find difficult to accept, that you don't want to maybe when you try to talk to somebody about the situation, or when they try to talk to you, reverse the roles as you need with what I'm saying. But there's this feeling of not wanting to hear it. There's just something that you're not wanting to accept about it. I feel like on some level you see this and you understand it. There are a lot of eights here, by the way. I've noticed that. Because it's funny, when I do readings, my birthday is 8/8, 8/8/84. And it's funny because I get eights coming out in pairs a lot, and that's happened twice here in this reading. We've got the Eight of Wands in the top row next to the Eight of Pentacles in the top row. And then down here we have the Strength card, which is card 8 of the Major Arcana, and the Eight of Cups as well, right next to it in the bottom row. When I think of the 8, I think of the infinity symbol. When I have these pairs of 8s, oftentimes I think of something that is divinely guided, that you kind of have to just trust the situation is playing out favorably for you. But obviously you're struggling with this. There's a feeling of confusion and disappointment, and you're just struggling to accept that it is the way it is, and I think that you need to walk away from it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you need to walk away from it, because everything in the top two rows, the way that it's set up, suggests to me that you are struggling to get the communication clear. And maybe it's just that you're dealing with somebody who, when you communicate, you kind of are talking past each other. You don't speak the same language, and it's causing confusion and conflict and hurt and disappointment. Or you're dealing with somebody who's not communicative. Or just when they communicate, they're saying things that you don't like, or when you communicate, they don't like it. But there's something about the communication that's not working. It needs work. It needs to... Well, actually, what I'm seeing is that it doesn't need work. That you just need to walk away from what's not working. Or if there is no communication, you need to, and you're just like going with that, you're just allowing that, and you're not really pushing the envelope. If this person is not communicating with you, or not communicating with you in a healthy or helpful way, then you're just kind of accepting that, and you're not really, asserting yourself or saying like, hey, I would really like it if we could develop better communication habits, something like that. If you're not expressing the fact that it's not working for you and that it's causing you disappointment and hurt. So I feel like you need to summon up the strength within you to either abandon this situation or abandon your approach to it, because it's clearly not working. And if you do that, you might move forward alone initially, but you won't remain alone. You'll have the support that you need, and ultimately, you're going to be happy that you did it. You're going to feel very supported, and you're just going to be glad that you stopped putting up with whatever this is, whatever situation resonates with you, like poor communication, no communication, lack of abilities or effort to support or to assert yourself, whatever this is. When you change your approach to it, or you abandon the situation, you will be happier for it, and it will work out better for you than the way things are going right now. You can anticipate that this situation will change, and that it will change for the better. Because for further clarification, I drew the Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, which the Three of Wands to me is very much about anticipation of the future, of waiting for ships to come in and, looking forward with positive, hopeful expectations. And the Wheel of Fortune suggests that things are indeed going to change in your favor. Totally support one another. And like I said, the Chariot here is at the bottom of the deck, which suggests that you have the strength and the will to make the necessary changes that need to come about to turn the situation in a more positive direction. But right now, you are experiencing, as I split the deck here for the Oracle cards that I'm about to pull, I look down and I see walk away and appreciation, which to me suggests, it totally supports what I'm saying here, that because I see the walk away card very much as the Eight of Cups card whenever I see it. It's very much that kind of energy. And I feel like you're in a situation where you're not really being appreciated, and you do need to walk away. You need to get away from it. Whatever it is, there are a lot of unhealthy patterns that are involved in it, that have developed and, consciously or unconsciously have been nurtured. But you need to go to a situation where you can be appreciated, which is very much like this Six of Wands. This Six of Wands figure is surrounded by people who appreciate him. And he knows his value, and the people around him know his value, and he's not willing to stay in situations where people don't. He doesn't put up with that kind of shit. deceit, caring connections. I'm going to pull more in a second, but contract at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you feel kind of bound to a situation for whatever reason. You feel like you're like that's where you should be, or like you've started this, you've you probably put time and effort into whatever this situation is, if it's a relationship or friendship or whatever it is, and you kind of feel bound to it. But I don't feel like this person is, or this situation is good for you. I don't think that if it's a person that's treating you well, if it's a situation, then I feel like it's taking from you a lot more than it's giving, when you have the potential to actually be in situations where you are appreciated and cared for, where people want and love you and like you and see you, and they see your value. Goddess of the Moon, seventh angel, or excuse me, seventh chakra, fifth chakra. So the fifth chakra is all about speaking your truth and clear communication. It's very much in line with the Ace of Swords here. They're very similar in their energy, that they speak, communicate clearly. I feel like that's totally missing in whatever situation this is about for you, whatever is resonating with you. There's something that you want to be communicated clearly, or you want to communicate clearly, and for some reason it's not happening, or when you try to do it, it fails. It's blocked. Something doesn't allow it to happen. The seventh chakra supports what I was saying when I was talking about the eights and about a situation that's being divinely guided. I feel like you're in whatever situation you're in it for a reason. And I feel like with the Goddess of the Moon here, I feel like there's something about it that you don't understand. It's just not clear to you, which again is supported by a lot of what I've been saying about the top two lines of the reading, where there's just this lack of clarity. And I'm saying that because I'm associating it with the Moon card in Tarot, which is one of the meanings of that card. But you need to trust that the situation that you're in you are in it for a reason. It is divinely guided, and it may be unclear to you why it is that that's happening, why it is that you're in this relationship, but you need to trust that it's for your highest good. And that the situation will develop in your favor if you don't tolerate what you know is unhealthy about it, and that you are willing to do what you need to do to turn the situation. If that means trying again to clarify the energy and communicate, then you need to do that. And if it doesn't work again, walking away, you may need to withdraw your energy from the situation, because that's definitely, that's been coming up. There's a lot of support for that. Maybe you just need to withdraw your energy from this because it's not really worth your time. And when you do that, things will improve. So I'm going to stop the reading there. I feel like that's the message here. I hope that resonates with you, Virgo. And if it does, like I said, please hit like or let me know in the comments that it did. And I hope that you have a good rest of your month. Take care of yourself. Bye.